Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Let's Play the Book of Unwritten Tales with FrozenFoxy. Last time we were going to see the Archmage just to show him a ring. Who knows what it does, or if it does anything. And if it's anything like the one from the Hobbits, I doubt it does much except for corrupt you and turn you invisible. Did that ring actually do anything else? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've read those books, but you know what? Whatever. Let's go ahead and start looking around. Got a little rabbit here.
Oh, a fluffy, wuffy little bunny rabbit. All white and soft and gentle and sweet. And I just want to cuddle it. And, oh, I'm an adventurer now. I must act like one.
I love Wilbur.
It's a rabbit, a white one.
Wilbur is just awesome. Let's try and take that rabbit.
Here, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Not a chance. It won't let itself be caught that easily. And besides, I wouldn't know what to do with the rabbit anyway. I mean, except just love it to bits.
I don't know, you might be able to use it for meat or a hat or something. Of course, I don't think Wilbur would be willing to do something like that. Check out this small tree.
A small tree. It survived the bloody battles and the decline of the town without a scratch. A sign of hope.
Well, there's other trees around here. I mean, what about this one? What's so special about this one?
I don't really know what kind of tree it is, but it looks very slender and flexible.
A slender, flexible tree. Kind of wonder if I can use that to catch this bunny somehow.
I don't really know what kind of...
No, he's not going to say anything else. I guess I need something else if that is actually what I think it is. Emblem.
I think that's the town's coat of arms, but it's pretty faded and dirty. You can't really see anything.
Alright. Nothing else to say about that? Okay. Let's see, what else we got around here? Town wall.
There have been some heavy battles fought around Seastone in the last few years. It looks like the town definitely sustained some damage.
I don't know. The wall looks pretty much intact to me. I mean, maybe there's a few minor details here and there, but it looks pretty sturdy to me. Alright, what else we got? A sign? What sign? I don't see a sign over here. Okay. And Wilbur's going the other way.
Swamp of Death. I don't think so. Doesn't sound particularly healthy to me.
Oh, I get it. Probably the Swamp of Death is the top sign here, and I bet you if I... No, it... Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's going to tell you, based on the sign for the direction that you would be going, which sign you're reading. Interesting.
It says The Meadows. No idea what that's supposed to be.
That sounds awful familiar, and I don't know why off the top of my head. Let's see, what else we got around here? I don't want to enter the town just yet. I want to check around. Flat stone, huh?
There's a small stone beside the large one. It's half buried in the ground.
Cool. Anything under it?
Ugh! I've discovered the secret world of beetles, bugs, and fleas and spiders.
Okay. Anything else down there?
The beetles don't seem to like the bright light as they're scurrying into the shadows. Not that quick about it, though. I could certainly catch a few, but where would I store them?
In your pockets or something. I mean, you know, you've got plenty of them, I'm sure.
The beetles don't seem to like the bright... I could certainly...
No, that's about it for that. Alright. Well, this is an awful lot to look over, but... it's looking to me like I have pretty much examined the area. Okay, let's go into the town then.
I don't think anyone in my family has ever set foot in a human town before, not even Grandad.
Really? I thought he was like a soldier, so wouldn't he have probably come to a human town at some point? I don't know, maybe he was just like the mechanic for the military, so it really wouldn't matter. Got a stall over here.
A pretty shabby stall. Doesn't look like anything's been sold here recently.
Doesn't really look like there's anything to sell on that stall.
A pretty shabby...
You gonna rub your chin every time you look at that? Okay then. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really much of anything here. I mean, I guess there could be something in those things, but it looks awfully empty and Dull.
There are 2 signs on the door. One says Master Marcus's Magic Mage School. The other says back soon. Both signs are covered in cobwebs. They must have been hanging there for days or even weeks.
Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be learning any magic from something that's going to be closed for days or weeks. Maybe we can get in, though.
No one home. The door is locked.
Well, that is definitely not helpful. Anything in here?
Some boxes and cartons. They're all empty. The moving companies must have earned a fortune when the city was abandoned. They earned some good coin. They're firmly in goblin hands, and no one really likes to negotiate with them about prices.
They happen to work for a bank called Green Gots or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on around here. A sign on the tavern.
What kind of name is that?
Wait, what? I think it said Dancing Boar's Head, but he didn't actually say that.
I've never been to a tavern with a more ridiculous name. Well, then again, I've never actually been to a human tavern before.
Be nice if you actually said what the name was. Thanks, Wilbur. Looks like I can actually enter that tavern, so let's not do that just yet.
The cart is pretty overgrown. It obviously hasn't been moved in months. There's a sack on the cart. Something about the smell tells me it's probably full of rotten grain. Nothing for me there.
Oh, come on. You can probably find something in that rotten grain. Like mold or maggots or something. Is it just me, or is there a bug crawling around on my screen from this game? Or is that flying around my head? I can't tell which. One way or another, it's kind of amusing.
A very dirty drain. The sewer should be down there somewhere.
Sweet. Put your hand in. Let's see what we can
A
find.
very dirty...
Aw. Alright. Well, we got the upper town over there. And... looks like a load of nothing over here. Alright, let's check out this tavern.
You hear a lot of bad things about rundown taverns. On the other hand, they're often the starting point of many a fantastic adventure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't had enough of those yet.
Sweet. Hey, look,
Have you got
people.
Form 12B for me?
Oh, the blue one.
No, it's just a green one. Hurry up. The post office is about to close for lunch.
You're going to the post office? Oh, I'll come with you. I need a delivery note, and I want to send off a registered letter.
Okay. So why aren't you guys going to the post office then?
What are you doing?
What do you think?
You can see what we're doing.
We're playing.
Oh, damn, I've forgotten my ID card.
You can have a copy of your passport certified by a solicitor. Hang on, I'll mark the solicitor for you on the map.
What are you playing?
The only true kind of game. A role-playing game.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what's the game about?
And what is this role-playing game all about?
It's set in a fantasy world.
I'm sure it is.
Totally without dragons, orcs, and magic.
But instead... Oh! Here. Come over here. I found the tax inspector.
Wait for me. I'll be there in a sec.
Once I've got this stamp, I can finally conclude the fiscal year.
Wow.
You know what that means?
Tax office!
Oh, wow. So, a game within the fantasy game about real life, which they think is fantasy. That is a fantastic idea. I would never have even imagined that. And that game's supposed to be fun?
And you really enjoy playing the game?
Of course.
Certainly. You can escape the tedium of reality with all its magic and monsters. And you meet new people. It's not only us who play this game.
It's played all over the world.
There are 6 people currently online. Well, 4 if you don't include us.
But one's just gone off to the toilet.
Okay, so apparently World of Financial Craft. And when is the game finished?
And when is the game over? When have you won?
One. There is no winner. Just like in real life.
The game has no end. You just keep on playing and... Oh! A traffic warden's wanting to write me a ticket.
Leave her, leave her. That's a hard quest series. You can try to lodge a written appeal and then you have to...
So the game never ends. Great.
Wow. That is absolutely fantastic. So, may I ask who you two are?
Might I ask you who you both are?
Of course. I'm Jack Smith, level 42 consultant at a medium-sized cooperative bank.
Wow.
But I want to retrain as a tax consultant with specialization in tax-effective investments. They have really fabulous skill trees.
And I'm Mary Ellen Skittles, level 40, local government officer. My bicycle's got a 3-speed gear.
I've not the slightest idea what those two are talking about. Maybe it's a role-player thing.
Better believe it, Wilbur. I'd like to know who you two are in real life, or fantasy life, depending on how you look at it.
I meant, who are you two in real life?
Oh, right. I used to be a successful merchant. I had a shop here in town and lots of market stalls. Now all I own is that knackered old stall outside the door there. No customers, no business.
Then maybe I could buy something from you.
Yeah, great. Why, whatever.
And who are you?
I'm Master Marcus, the local mage teacher.
Hey!
You're the mage teacher. Could you maybe...
Shh! The game started.
Yeah, but the game doesn't end, so it never actually started or ended. It's just continuing. Whatever. What kind of a machine is that?
And this device, what does it do?
What indeed? We type in our input and the machine shows us what everyone else is doing.
It saves our equipment and controls the characters that aren't being controlled by other players.
And how does it work?
No idea. That thing is linked to a server somehow and that takes care of running it.
Then best of luck in... wherever.
Thanks for nothing.
You know, that's about the silliest game I've ever heard of. Why would anyone flee from their own world into a fantasy world in order to complete meaningless tasks?
I don't know, Wilbur. To hear a story can be kind of fun. Also, maybe to get up on the leaderboards if you're doing something in a multiplayer game, I suppose. I've never really enjoyed those too much. I always like stories better. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's see what we've got around here. Boar's Head, huh?
Splendid two-pointer. Perhaps the inn gets its name from the boar's head.
Perhaps so. Too bad you never said the name, Wilbur. Let's look at the game.
These two use the same machine to play their strange role-playing game. My family would just love this.
I'm sure they would, since it's a machine.
I don't understand what's being displayed there, or what these two are entering, but the machine seems to be functioning perfectly.
So it looks like we got some kind of construction thing, a coffee cup, a stop sign, and a car. Sweet.
I don't understand.
Nope, that's it for that. What else we got going on in here? Desk?
The shelves are
like a
full of
desk.
dusty bottles and tankards. Some are still half full. Perhaps the owners had to leave town in a hurry.
That really doesn't look like a desk to me, and he called it a shelf, so I don't know why he's calling it a desk down there. Anyway, whatever.
From butterbeer to pumpkin juice to fire whiskey. It's all here, but I don't need any of that.
I knew it. Harry Potter references. Are you sure you don't need any of this? Ooh, what's this? A jar.
Mum bottles apple sauce in jars like that back home. Ours are smaller though.
I'm sure they are, considering you're a gnome. Ooh, we can take it. Might be quite helpful. Let's see what else we got around here. Ah, a box.
A wooden box full of tools, including, amongst other things, a saw.
I see a saw, so I'll take the saw.
Of course, the saw doesn't meet the gnome tool safety regulations and it's a tad rusty. Still, I think it's usable.
That reminds me of that that one riddle where there's a mirror and that's the only thing in the room. There's no windows, no doors, and you have to figure out how you get out. You look into the mirror, you see what you saw, you take the saw. I forget exactly how that goes. Actually, there's also a block of wood in there, if I recall correctly. You cut the block of wood in half with the saw that you took from the mirror. So now you've got two halves, but if you put them together, that makes a hole. Therefore, you crawl out through the hole. I have not heard that riddle in a long time. I barely remembered that. Anyway, let's see what else we got around here. It's quite an amusing riddle. Very nonsensical riddle. What do we got here?
A door bearing a sign. It says server's room, no entry.
Aha, the server room.
It says no entry. Now, just because I'm in a big town doesn't mean I'm going to turn into a criminal.
Oh, come on, that happens in every RPG. You take what you see. I mean, you've already taken an empty jar and a saw. Why not go into the server room, too? Oh, whatever. Alright, I guess that's it for that. Let's head on up to the top of town.
Halt! Access only for authorized persons.
Are you kidding me?
Shield hand, are you the guard of the upper gate?
Dead right. And you don't have access to the upper town.
As I already mentioned to you at the outer gate, I must speak to the Archmage. It's urgent.
And as I've already mentioned to you, the guard at the upper gate follows very strict procedures.
But why didn't you say you were the guard?
Well, I wasn't on duty, and you shouldn't mix business with pleasure. Anyway, it's much funnier this way.
That's sure something,
I
alright.
wouldn't be so sure about that.
I don't know, Wilbur, I enjoyed it. What do I have to do to be admitted to see the Archmage?
There has to be a way to get to see the Archmage. What would I have to do?
Only people with personal invitations from the Archmage himself are allowed in. Do you have an invitation?
Yes. Yes, I
Of
do.
course.
And? Where is it?
Oh, my dog has eaten it?
My dog ate it.
I've no time for this. So, where's the invitation?
It's an invisible invitation.
It's an invisible invitation.
An invisible invitation? Really?
Yes, from the Unseen University.
Never heard of it. So, where's the invitation?
You don't need to see my invitation. Oh, wow. Is he really going to do this?
You don't need to see my invitation.
I certainly do.
You don't need to see my invitation.
You really believe that'll work?
It was worth a try, wasn't it?
Not really. So, where's the invitation?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, there you go. Without an invitation, there's no way you'll ever be admitted to see the Archmage. But you could be admitted, of course. If you were a mage yourself.
Mages are allowed to speak with the Archmage.
Naturally. He's the head of the order, after all. You know any mages by any chance?
Well, I'd like to be one myself.
And I'd like to be a dewdrop on a wood elf's butt cheek.
Wow.
Really? Why?
Well, Look, only mages or people with invitations can get into the tower.
These aren't the invitation droids you're looking for. No, it didn't work. Okay, so if I rustle up a mage, can I then go along and see him in the tower?
So I'd be able to see the Archmage if I was accompanied by a mage.
No, the mage would be allowed up, not you. But you could say, give a message to the mage.
But I must speak to the Archmage himself, and I have to give him something.
Well then, you must be a mage yourself.
Well, yeah, how do you recognize mages?
How do you know whether someone is a mage or not? Their magical aura? Or by the charisma and wisdom they radiate?
By their mage diploma.
What?
Huh?
Every trained mage has a mage diploma. They can show it to me here, and then I let them into the upper town.
So that means if I show you a mage diploma, I can see the Archmage.
Well, show me an honestly acquired mage's diploma made out in your name, and I'll take you to the Archmage myself.
If there's no other way, then I'll just end up being the first magician in the Weathervane family.
Good luck. You'll find the mage teacher in the tavern. Just see what he thinks of the idea.
Okay, you don't have to be such an ass about it.